Nabisco, National Biscuit Company. For over 50 years, makers of America's finest ready-to-eat cereal, Nabisco shredded wheat, and dozens of your favorite cookies, such as Fig Newton's cakes, presents Burr Tillstrom, creator of Kukla, Ollie, and all the Kuklapolitan players, with Fran Allison in Kukla, Fran and Ollie.
Bring it right up here, Cecil, if you will, please. Right there, that's fine. Thank you so much. No, I'm not going away. I'm just putting away a few things. Some scarves and things that I won't use for the rest of the winter. I like to keep them nice and tidy and clean. Let me go now. Before you go, would you open the trunk? Thank you, dear. Oh, now let me see if there's room for the... Oh, no. I haven't opened this trunk for a full year. I can see it. Has it been a year? Oh, no, not a full year since he proposed. My purse, the one I was going to use on my honeymoon. Oh, and this little withered corsage of roses. Oh, letters, a photograph. Oh, if I had known, I would not have looked in there. How terrible to be reminded of a lost romance. There's nothing left for me of days that used to be. I live in memory among my souvenirs. Some letters tied with blue, a photograph or two. I see a rose from you among my souvenirs. A few more tokens rest within my treasure chest, and though they do their best to give me consolation, I count them all apart, and as the teardrops start, I find a broken heart among my souvenirs. Oh, my. Oh, this is silly. Silly. What's past is past and must be forgotten. I'll never forget it, though. My wedding dress and all. But, c'est la guerre. Life must go on, as they say. Oh.
Hello, dear. Oh, excuse me. Going away?
No, Beulah, I just was just packing away a few things for the rest of the year. Things I won't be using.
What's the matter, dear? Got the sniffles?
No. I think it must be the dust in it.
Ophelia, you've been crying.
Oh, nothing. Just the sentiment of an old woman, that's all.
Oh, come, Ophelia. Never heard you admit that before. What's the trouble? Oh. His and hers. I remember when we worked on that. There's the little bag with the initials Ook.
Never to be used.
Never to be used. Ophelia, I've never really brought this up, but after you and the Colonel decided not to get married and everything, well, I didn't want to talk about it, but how did you really feel?
Oh, well, it was a shock to both of us, of course, but we're mature people.
Well, yes, we're mature people.
And we face these things. We're friends now, and That's it. That's all. That's it.
What are you talking so high for?
No, don't even go.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it's all right now. Here, I'll have to put these things away. You shouldn't worry about these things anyway. They shouldn't make you feel bad, for gracious sakes. Heavens. Romance is not dead yet, kid.
Well, I hope not. You're a good friend. A good friend, Beulah.
I'm glad. Got a surprise for you.
Oh?
Yes, something that really will make you happy.
What is it?
Keep your head down. Now, when I tell you to look, you look. Okay, boys. Okay, Donnie. Show it.
All right. Let me see.
Oh! What's the matter? For heaven's sake, don't cry. It's Nabisco Fig Newton's cake. It's our sponsor. We don't cry over our sponsor's product.
The Colonel loves Fig Newton's cake so much. We always have them at lunch. And when we went out on those lovely romantic picnics in early spring, long before the marriage.
Marriage, it never came off.
Well, I know it never came off before the wedding. It was terrible. Oh, he adored Fig Newton's cakes. He always said to me, "Oh, Ophelia, if I don't love you for anything else, it's just that you keep plenty of Nabisco Fig Newton's cakes in the house." And now to be confronted, it just...
Well, heaven's sakes, let's not get carried on like this. Is terrible now. Heavens. Come. I thought you were all over.
Oh, I'm not over it all. The wound hurts just as much as it did the very first day. The very first day.
Well, if that's the case, then we just won't bother. I'll put the Fig Newton cakes back up in the pantry.
No, I'll eat them.
I don't know whether she really feels bad or whether she likes to be dramatic about it. Frances, dear.
Yes, Beulah?
Gotta take a trunk down, but I'd like to talk to you.
Oh, fine. Well, that's Madame O.
Yeah, we've been having a big scene.
Have you really?
Oh, heavens.
Have a quarrel?
Well, no, but she just broke down. I was showing her Nabisco Fig Newton's cakes, you know. So good and delicious. And
Well, she loves them.
I know, so does the Colonel. And did you realize that it's a year ago at this time when it all started?
Beulah, no, I hadn't.
Well, I hadn't either, and...
Oh, I knew there was something I wanted to tell you. You know, when I was south, just not very long ago, I came across a song that recorded the whole story.
What do you mean, you found the
Yes, I did. And you know,
manuscript?
while I think we may have taken that romance quite lightly, actually, I believe that it will go down in the history of American folklore as one of the outstanding great romances of all time.
Oh, come now, dear.
Well, Beulah, it's not at all unlikely. It was a beautiful story.
Well, yes, but how do you mean? You mean that those folks down there had already heard of the story?
Yes, they
They were-
had. You know how they've written stories about Romeo and Juliet?
Yes. Yes, there have been lots of Lancelot and Elaine.
Yes.
Yes, a wonderful, great romance.
Anthony and Cleopatra?
Yes, it's true.
Olson and Johnson?
Yes. Yes, it's
Wonderful thing.
wonderful.
Well, I brought home this. I had this tape made. Jack, did you ever do anything with that?
Yeah, I copied it out. It's over on your desk.
Is
You
it?
mean the tape recorder? You had it?
Well, yes, I did. I used
You
it.
mean to say you heard this song?
I heard the song, and it's beautiful.
I can't believe it. It's a ballad about
A ballad. It's sung in a sort of duet form. Would you like to sing it with me?
Well, I don't like to sing it, but I'd like to look at it. I just can't figure this out.
Well, I'll go over and find it.
Like
and
Barbara Allen or all those wonderful
Yes,
hillbilly
exact-
songs.
yes.
Folk tunes.
Beautiful.
And this is... You mean they were singing this and you took it down?
Yes, and I thought maybe we might make a record of it and maybe give it to them for, Valentine's Day.
Oh, well, maybe we better pick another day. She's pretty sensitive right
Well,
now.
all right.
I'd like to...
Washington's
Once you
birthday.
get it, I'll take a look at it.
All
will
right,
you?
I will.
Imagine that, Jack. Can't believe it. I'm not very good at sight reading. I'm not very good at sight.
Well, it's comparatively easy.
It is. I hope so.
Kind of natural harmony.
Oh, is it?
Are you ready?
Well, you bring it in, dear. Let me take a look at it.
All right. Oh, Jack, you did a beautiful job.
Where is it?
Here, Beulah.
Oh, I see. Make noise with it. Yeah, now I can see. Yeah, I do it by radar.
Now you found
Yeah,
it?
I found it.
Are you on the
I have
beat?
ears like a bat, you know.
Well, it starts right here.
Now, how we do this?
Well, I'll start it because I'm more familiar with it than you.
Now, shall I join in on the chorus?
You can join in on the chorus, and then as we tell the story, we'll do it together. I'll tell part of it, and you tell part of it.
All right.
And we'll always meet at the coda.
Okay, dear.
All right?
Let's go.
There once was a colonel, so handsome and bold, whose great deeds of daring have often retold. He met a fine lady, Ophelia by name, and she set his poor heart aflame. The Colonel and Ophelia, hoo-hoo, Ophelia and the Colonel, hoo-hoo, they promised each other their undying love eternal.
Although he was happy with his master life, the Colonel decided he needed a wife. He made his proposal, and she did agree to join with the Colonel in matrimony.
They made all their plans for a wedding so grand, and quicker than lightning the day was at hand. Each person invited made sure they were there, for they loved the Colonel and his lady fair. The Colonel and Ophelia, hoo-hoo, Ophelia and the Colonel, hoo-hoo, they promised each other their undying love eternal.
The wedding march started, then there was a pause. Some girls started singing the verse to be cause. When she finally finished, a hush filled the room, for there was no trace of the bride and the groom.
Two notes were discovered from him and from her. To both remain single, they each would prefer. The wedding was canceled, the story now ends. Though once they were sweethearts, they now are just friends. The Colonel and Ophelia, hoo-hoo, Ophelia and the Colonel, hoo-hoo, they promised each other their undying love eternal. Isn't it a beautiful story?
Wow, and a beautiful tune.
Isn't it lovely?
Wow, such sweet, soft, melodic quality.
Yes.
Is that exactly the way they did it down there?
Just exactly.
Can't believe it.
They sing it at night in the swampland.
They do. Oh, Francis,
They're tired of Chloe, I guess.
Well, I can see why. I think it would be a very good idea if we would record this thing, give it to them for a present.
If we could only given it to them for Groundhog's Day, wouldn't it have been sweet?
It would have been perfect. But there's Arbor Day coming up.
Yes. of
Let's try
course.
another little song together, shall we? Remember, the Nabisco seal on the outside means better flavor inside. Nabisco!
Say, want some real ranch-style, range-riding energy? Latch onto a real energy breakfast of Nabisco shredded wheat. Yes, sir, Kukla knows a good thing when he eats it. Just add sugar and milk to a bowl full of those toasty golden whole wheat biscuits, and you'll be riding high right through till noon. Nothing flimsy about this. Nabisco shredded wheat is real honest eating. Packs a load of important food elements you need. Be smart. Be sure you get the package with the picture of Niagara Falls. That's the one and only Nabisco shredded wheat, America's finest ready-to-eat cereal. The musical director of Kukla, Fran and Ollie is Jack Fascinato. The producer is Beulah Zachary. The director is Louis Gomovitz. The costume designer is Joseph Lockwood. And the technical director is John Nathalie.
And this is Bert Tillstrom. Madam, at last your story can be told.
Kukla, Fran and Ollie has been brought to you from Chicago by Nabisco, National Biscuit Company. For 50 years, makers of America's finest ready-to-eat cereal, Nabisco shredded wheat, and dozens of your favorite cookies, such as Fig Newton's cakes.
NBC Television.